The year was 1996. The United States was riding the wave of technological breakthroughs, with optimism filling the air as the world edged closer to a new millennium. Yet amidst all the progress and transformation, a small, copper-plated zinc coin quietly made its way into circulation, the 1996 Lincoln 1-cent penny. To many, it was just another piece of change, easily overlooked and often dropped into jars, vending machines, or couch cushions. But hidden among the billions minted that year, a few special pieces would go on to captivate the attention of collectors and historians alike. The Lincoln cent design had already become an American icon by 1996. Featuring the beloved portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor D. Brenner on the obverse and the enduring image of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, this coin carried a familiar and comforting look. Yet, despite its conventional appearance, some 1996 pennies held remarkable secrets that would only be uncovered by those who looked closely enough. During minting, the sheer volume of production often led to minor errors or anomalies. In 1996, these small mistakes, whether it was doubling in the inscriptions, weak strikes, die deterioration, or off-center minting, became a source of hidden value. Collectors began noticing these anomalies years later. Coins with exceptional brilliance, near-flawless surfaces, or rare mint errors started to command attention at auctions and coin shows. It wasn't simply about age or rarity in the traditional sense, it was about condition, mint precision, and the presence of extraordinary characteristics. A typical 1996 penny found in circulation today is still worth just 1 cent. But certain varieties, especially those in uncirculated condition with perfect or near-perfect grading, can fetch jaw-dropping sums. Around the middle of discussions surrounding the 1996 penny, it's important to realize that some examples have achieved astonishing valuations, selling anywhere between $40,000 to $90,000 depending on the specific error, condition, and grading certification. These aren't just isolated cases. As more collectors turn their focus to modern coinage, the demand for pristine specimens and fascinating errors has surged, pushing prices even higher in elite circles of numismatics. The beauty of the 1996 penny lies not only in its potential monetary value but also in its reminder that hidden treasures often exist right under our noses. Imagine possessing a coin so small and common, yet so uniquely perfect that it becomes a prized artifact in a serious collection. That's the allure that keeps coin hunters checking their pocket change even today. What elevates a 1996 penny to these heights is a mix of factors. First, coins designated with the red color grade by top grading agencies like PCGS or NGC, which indicates their original, untouched copper brilliance, stand out. Then there's the importance of strike sharpness, surface preservation, and the absence of contact marks. Throw in a remarkable mint error, and suddenly that tiny copper coin transforms into a dazzling object of envy among collectors. Stories have surfaced of lucky individuals discovering these rare 1996 Lincoln cents in old collections, bank rolls, and even tucked away in dusty drawers. It serves as a poignant reminder that numismatic treasures are not always ancient relics buried underground. Sometimes, they are modern marvels hiding in plain sight. As collectors look to the future, the 1996 Lincoln penny has carved out a special place in the hearts of those who appreciate the beauty of precision, rarity, and history. What makes these pennies truly special is not only their monetary worth but the excitement they inspire. Every time someone examines their change a little more carefully, there's a flicker of hope, a rush of curiosity, and the thrill of possibility. It's remarkable to think that a coin minted in the age of the internet, cell phones, and the beginnings of the digital era could possess such tangible, lasting value. But that's the story of the 1996 penny, a coin that quietly rode the tides of a changing world, carrying with it the chance to transform an ordinary moment into an extraordinary discovery. And so, the legacy of the 1996 Lincoln penny continues, blending history, craftsmanship, and the timeless hope that a simple coin could hold the key to an unexpected fortune. In the mid-1980s, America was alive with change. The culture was bold, technology was booming, and the economy was finding its rhythm again. Amidst this colorful backdrop, the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny quietly entered circulation. To most Americans at the time, this little copper-plated zinc coin was just a part of everyday life, slipped into pockets, passed across store counters, forgotten in the creases of couches. Yet, hidden among the millions minted that year were select pennies that would later become true numismatic marvels. The 1985 penny carried on the enduring image of Abraham Lincoln, a tribute to one of the nation's most revered leaders. Designed originally by Victor D. Brenner in 1909, the Lincoln portrait had stood the test of time, appearing unwavering and dignified even in the fast-paced world of the 1980s. The reverse side, depicting the Lincoln Memorial, had become iconic in its own right, a symbol of unity and resilience. But not all 1985 pennies were created equal. Though the vast majority were mass-produced with precision, the relentless speed of the minting process led to subtle imperfections, variations so slight they were often invisible to the casual eye, yet priceless to those who knew what to look for. Over time, coin collectors began to realize that some 1985 Lincoln pennies were anything but ordinary. Certain coins displayed strong, sharp strikes with exceptional detail, while others bore errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or unusual plating issues. In the world of coin collecting, such features could elevate a simple penny into a rare and sought-after treasure. It was these hidden gems, surviving the rough passage of time without succumbing to scratches, tarnish, or wear, that eventually commanded attention and respect, and that attention translated into serious value. Midway through the ongoing fascination with 1985 pennies, it became clear that certain examples were selling for incredible amounts. A 1985 Lincoln penny, depending on its condition, era, and overall eye appeal, could fetch anywhere from $50,000 to $95,000 at auction houses or private sales. For a coin that most people treated as loose change, such prices seemed almost surreal. But that's the magic of numismatics. The most common items, when preserved perfectly or marked by a special quirk of history, can become precious artifacts. The appeal of the 1985 penny doesn't just lie in its rarity or the dollar signs attached to it. It lies in the journey of discovery. Imagine holding something so small, so seemingly insignificant, and realizing it carries a story few others know. Some of the most valuable 1985 pennies are those graded at the highest mint state levels, particularly MS-67 or MS-68 by agencies like PCGS and NGC. A flawless red finish, shining brightly, untarnished by time, further multiplies a penny's worth. And when a coin also exhibits a fascinating error, like a double die or a misaligned strike, it becomes almost irresistible to serious collectors. Across America, tales have emerged of sharp-eyed individuals stumbling upon these rare 1985 pennies while sifting through old change jars, estate sales, or even inherited collections. Each discovery fuels the dream that maybe, just maybe, a forgotten penny tucked away in an attic box could unlock an unexpected fortune. The 1985 penny reminds us that sometimes the extraordinary hides within the most ordinary places. That a relic of one era can find new life and new admiration decades later. As time marches on, these rare 1985 pennies become even more cherished. With each passing year, more circulated examples suffer damage, and fewer pristine coins remain. Scarcity grows, demand increases, and the value continues its upward climb. Collectors today aren't just buying a coin, they're buying a piece of American history, one that connects them to a vibrant, bustling time when optimism filled the air and possibilities seemed endless. The story of the 1985 Lincoln penny teaches us patience, attention to detail, and the incredible rewards that await those who dare to look closer. In the palm of your hand, a single small coin might be nothing less than a key to a fascinating world of history, craftsmanship, and hidden riches. And in the case of the 1985 penny, it's a reminder that even the smallest treasures can make the biggest impact when their true value is finally recognized. The year 1999 was unlike any other. It was a year that stood perched at the edge of history, a moment of anticipation before the dawn of a brand new millennium. Across the United States, there was a tangible sense of excitement, curiosity, and even a little anxiety. People were preparing for Y2K, new technologies were blossoming, and a new chapter in history was about to begin. In the midst of all this change, something small yet profoundly significant quietly entered circulation: the 1999 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first glance, it was a simple, familiar coin, one that most Americans passed from hand to hand without a second thought. Yet within the millions minted that year, a select few carried a hidden brilliance destined to capture the imaginations of collectors and historians for generations to come. Every penny minted in 1999 bore the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln, a stoic reminder of America's enduring values and spirit. His profile, carefully sculpted, had adorned the cent since 1909, and by 1999, it was one of the most recognized designs in American coinage. The reverse side still proudly displayed the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute not just to the man himself, but to the very ideals he fought to preserve. Despite the coin's seemingly ordinary appearance, small variations, subtle errors, and pristine examples of the 1999 penny would soon elevate its status to one of unexpected rarity and value. The production of coins is a delicate, intricate process, and even with advanced technology, minor imperfections sometimes slip through. In 1999, several varieties of the penny emerged with fascinating quirks, strong doubling effects, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and even rare transitional errors. These imperfections, combined with the sheer historical significance of the year, transformed what was once a humble coin into a sought-after treasure. Collectors recognized that within these imperfections lay opportunity, and the hunt for rare 1999 pennies began in earnest. Over time, it became clear that the best examples of the 1999 Lincoln cent, those boasting vibrant red luster, nearly flawless surfaces, and possibly intriguing mint errors, could command impressive prices at auction. Some pieces, carefully graded and preserved, have been valued between $35,000 to $80,000 depending on their condition, provenance, and rarity. It is almost surreal to think that a penny, meant for casual daily use, could ascend to such heights of value and admiration. This transformation from common to coveted reminds us that history often hides in the most unassuming places. When people think about rare coins, their minds often jump to ancient gold doubloons or exotic international currency. Few realize that right here in the heart of everyday America, a simple 1999 penny could carry immense worth. It's not just the age or condition that matters, it's the story. Each surviving pristine 1999 penny has lived through an era of monumental change. It has witnessed the closing moments of a century filled with wars, triumphs, revolutions, and revelations. It has survived pockets, purses, and cash registers, waiting for the right pair of eyes to recognize its unique value. In the coin collecting world, the condition of a penny is everything. Coins are graded on a meticulous scale, with MS 70 being the theoretical pinnacle of perfection. Finding a 1999 penny in a high mint state, particularly MS 67 or higher, is extraordinarily rare. Even rarer are examples with dazzling, deep red coloration, free from the blemishes of circulation. Add in a significant mint error, and you have the recipe for a numismatic superstar, one capable of turning a modest investment into a life-changing windfall. Some of the most dramatic stories involve individuals who unknowingly possessed valuable 1999 pennies for years. Forgotten in jars, tucked into drawers, or nestled among rolls of coins at the back of a bank vault, these little artifacts patiently waited for their moment of recognition. In some cases, what began as a routine trip to the coin shop turned into a moment of astonishment as a casual appraisal revealed the shocking truth: the penny in hand was worth tens of thousands of dollars. Tales like these continue to inspire a new generation of treasure hunters, each armed with magnifying glasses and a hopeful eye. What adds another layer of mystique to the 1999 penny is the broader context of the year itself. The world was hurtling toward an uncertain future. The internet was reshaping communication, cell phones were beginning to fit in pockets, and conversations about globalization and environmentalism were picking up steam. Meanwhile, a small copper-plated coin quietly circulated, unaware that it, too, would become a symbol of transition, a bridge between the past and the future, frozen forever in metal. Today, the hunt for the perfect 1999 penny continues with undiminished enthusiasm. Collectors pore over rolls of coins from banks, attend estate sales, and meticulously inspect their loose change, always hoping for that thrilling discovery. Every 1999 penny that surfaces in pristine condition strengthens its legend. Every coin that gets lost, scratched, or spent pushes the surviving treasures into greater rarity. As fewer flawless examples remain, the values only continue to climb, making today's discoveries tomorrow's fortune. It is a profound thought, really, that something as small and seemingly insignificant as a penny can encapsulate such a powerful story. It is a story not just of minting errors and collectors' markets, but of history, culture, and human connection. Every rare 1999 penny offers a tangible link to a moment in time, preserved against all odds. It is a reminder that value isn't always obvious and that sometimes, the most overlooked items are the ones that end up telling the greatest stories. As the years pass, the legacy of the 1999 penny grows stronger. Whether nestled inside a protective slab in a collector's vault, showcased proudly at an auction house, or quietly waiting to be discovered in a forgotten drawer, each rare specimen holds within it a journey. It carries the weight of an era, the promise of discovery, and the magic of possibility. And for those fortunate enough to find or own one, it is not just a piece of metal, it is a piece of living history, a treasure born from the ordinary and elevated into the extraordinary.